Yeah,
I
man.
didn't know what you were
Jesus.
asking.
Yeah, yeah. No, no, no. See,
I
see.
was so confused. I'm
I
like,
thought I could
what are
trust
you
you. I
talking
thought I
about?
could trust you. Now, if I had asked Amir, he would have remembered. I know it.
Okay, Amir, you're gonna have to
Edna.
remember.
Oh my God.
I'll remind him. Okay, no problem.
Edna, I gave you so many chances. All right, good. So since we're here, I guess we could do the scene. So Edna, you're gonna go out. You're gonna take
Completely?
you're gonna
No,
take
no,
your
no.
video out.
Take off the video, okay.
You're gonna take your video out. And then on cue you're gonna come back in.
And we're going to be talking to the screen, like to our
Yeah,
camera,
talk to the
right?
screen.
Not
Talk to the camera, yes.
okay.
Anytime that's convenient.
Okay.
On Thursday, sir. The time is very short.
My father, Capulet, will have it so, and I am nothing slow to slack his haste.
You say you do not know the lady's mind. Uneven is the course. I like it not.
Immoderately she weeps for Tybalt's death, and therefore have I little talked of love, for Venus smiles not in a house of tears. Now, sir, her father counts it dangerous that she do give her sorrow so much sway, and in his wisdom hastes our marriage to stop the inundation of her tears, which, too much minded by herself alone, may be put from her by society. Now do know the reason of this haste.
And would I know not why it should be so? Look, sir, here comes the lady towards myself.
Happily met, my lady and my wife.
That may be, sir, when I may be a wife.
That may be must be love on Thursday next.
What must be shall be.
That's a certain text.
Come you to make confession to this father?
To answer that, I should confess to you.
Do not deny to him that you love me.
I will confess to you that I love him.
So will ye, I am sure, that you love me.
If I do so, it will be of more price, being spoke behind your back than to your face.
Poor soul, thy face is much abused with tears.
The tears have got small victory by that, for it was bad enough before their spite.
Thou wrong'st it more than tears with that report.
That is a true. That is. Oh my God. That is no slander, sir,
truth.
which is a truth. And what I speak it to my face.
Thy face is mine, and thou hast slandered it.
That may be so, for it is not mine own. Are you at leisure, Holy Father, now, or shall I come to at evening mass?
My leisure serves me, pensive daughter, now. My lord, we must entreat the time alone.
God shield, should I disturb devotion? Juliet, on Thursday early will I rouse ye. Till then, adieu, and keep this holy kiss.
Oh, shut the door, and when thou hast done so, come weep with me. Past hope, past cure, past help.
Oh, Juliet, I already know thy grief. It strains me past the compass of my wits. I hear thou must, and nothing may prorogue it, on Thursday next to be married to this county.
Tell me not that thou hearst of this, dear father, unless thou tell me how I may prevent it. If in thy wisdom thou canst give me no help, do thou but call my resolution wise, and with this knife I'll help it presently.
Well, daughter, I do spy kind of hope which craves as desperate an execution as that is desperate which we would prevent. If thou, rather than to marry County Paris, thou hast the strength of will to slay thyself, then it is likely thou wilt undertake a thing like death, to chid away this shame that copest with death himself to escape from it. And if thou dearest, I'll give thee remedy.
Oh, bid me leap rather than marry Paris from off the battlements of yonder tower, or walk in thievish ways. Bid me lurk where serpents are, chain me with roaring bears, and I will do it without fear or doubt, to live an unstained wife to my sweet love.
Hold then, go home, be merry, give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night look that thou lie alone. Let not the nurse lie with thee in thy chambers. Take thou this vial, and being then in bed, and this distilled liquor drink thou of, and presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humour, for no pulse shall keep his native progress but surcease. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest. The roses in thy lips and cheeks shall fade to paly ashes. The eye's windows fall like death when he shuts up the day of life. Each part, deprived of supple government, shall stiff and stark and cold appear like death. And in this borrowed likeness of shrunk death thou shalt continue 42 hours, then awake as from a pleasant sleep. And as the manner of a country is in thy best robes, uncovered on the bier, thou shalt be borne to the same ancient valley where all the kindreds of the Capulets lie. In the meantime, against thou shalt awake, shall Romeo by my letters know our drift, and hither shall he come, and he and I will watch thy waking, and that very night shall Romeo bear thee hence to Mantua, and this shall free thee from this present shame. If no inconstant toy, nor womanish fear abate thy valor in the acting it.
Give me, oh tell not me of fear.
Woe! Get you gone, be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send a friar at speed to Mantua with my letters to thy lord.
Love give me strength, and strength shall help afford. Farewell, dear father.
Okay.
Woo!
Could we have? Okay, it doesn't matter where you came back in. No. So yeah, no. Yeah, you're just gonna take your camera out. You're not gonna leave the frame. You're just gonna take your camera out.
Oh, I'm not gonna walk out. I'm just gonna
No.
turn my camera off.
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay.
Turn the camera off. Yeah. That'll just solve it. Now, the fact that you're both actually looking into the camera when Noah leaves, it's fine. You're doing it for me, so it doesn't matter, right? I just thought that before, all it needs now for you, Juliet, with Paris, it had the rhythm was fantastic. Just don't smile.
At all?
No, don't smile. Don't
So
smile.
what?
That's
How do
all
you
it-
want me to be flirty?
No. Now that I'm getting the rhythm, we're taking
Yeah.
that back out.
Okay.
Okay, you're answering him because you have to be polite and you have to be respectful.
Okay.
But I'm taking the flirtatiousness out now because we now have the rhythm. Before
Okay.
it didn't have that repartee going on between.
Okay.
Because he must interpret it as flirtatiousness, but it isn't for you.
Okay.
Right? But really, like with him, but when he leaves, what's going on between you and the friar is really fantastic. Friar, it's an actor's kind of problem that we tend to unnecessarily like stress pronouns in places where they're not necessary. One of yours is the roses in thy lips. The stress is lips, not thy.
Roses in thy lips.
In thy lips.
Okay.
But there's another line where you say it shall appear like that. The like in that case has to be stressed.
Here.
Oh, Winston, you're muted.
So like you didn't hear all these fantastic things I said about you?
No, I heard
No, up until like.
the lips, and then which part you mean again?
In thy lips, and appear like death.
Appear like this.
Like death. In other words, it's gonna seem as though you died. You're gonna take this portion, and for whatever 48 hours, it's gonna appear as if you died. So the like is gonna appear like death. It's the sense of it. And you don't need to stress my when you say you're gonna send my letters to my Lord. You're gonna send letters to to Romeo, you don't have to stress my. It's understood. Whose letters would they be? What yours, right? So the stress is letters, not my.
Letters.
That's
Okay.
the only thing. But so what you need a little more is a little more concern in the first portion of it. When you're telling her, look, if you're gonna do all that, if you're willing to do all that, then listen to this. I have an idea. And then when she said, well, tell me whatever it is, I'm gonna listen. Then because that second part was fantastic. It was just, and the way you explained it to her, it was very clear to me that yeah. So it has to be a little urgent, the first portion, so that it separates itself a little better from the second portion of it.
Yeah.
For you, Paris, again, it is so good. And when you blew her that kiss, it's clear you didn't have to actually be holding on to her. That just the gesture of it. Also, your explanation of why the need for the rush. It was very clear. Like the scene has a nice, wonderful shape to it. It's the best it's been, actually.
Cool.
Like if you can remember these things, I don't really have to do it again. But if you want to do it again, I'm here till 9 o'clock at night, so I'll do it again if you want to. Right? Now, Amir is doing his own thing over there, so he's good.
Yeah,
So,
putting the stresses that you mentioned.
oh yeah. And he started writing swear words and giving me the finger. Yeah, I see it. I see the drawing. I see the drawing. Do you need to do it again? One of the reasons why I don't really want to do it again, I want to keep the freshness to it.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know what?
that's fair.
The
A freshness.
I want to keep the freshness to it.
Okay.
The rhythm of it at the beginning between you and Paris. Also for you, Friar, and just your whole attitude with Paris. Again, it is dead on. It is right. You had to be respectful, but it
Not
almost he had a kind of almost like I don't want to say condescending, but it was if it was kind of clear to me he's not exactly on his side. I
yeah.
have to do it because it's my duty, kind of thing. So that quality was great. And then when she comes in, the way you started beaming, Paris, it's as if, my God, look at my beautiful wife. Oh my goodness, look at her. And then you start flirting with her, and then because she's answering you, you're assuming that she's flirting back. So and then when she leaves, it's like you could sense Juliet kind of wanted to puke, right? That it took everything in her to be civil. And then the real Juliet comes out. And because of that, it causes great concern from the friar, because he had some plans already, and she's ready to take this knife out and stab herself. And so there's an urgency in trying to stop her. And then once he explains it, the scene is great. So I'm going to link. Oh yeah, this is not part of your grade, but if you want to, because I'm going to link you to it, but I'm saving it onto your hard drive, onto your disk that you gave me. If you want to send maybe some music for entry and exit, feel free. I could doll it up a little bit, put your credits at the beginning like I did with the other things, so that it just doesn't seem the odd video out, but it still has a kind of hopefully a kind of refinement to it.
Should we do the same for character?
What the hell? Why not? I'm just thinking about that. Yeah, you can. If you're up to it.
Okay.
I'm not going to force you to do it, but do it.
Do it.
I'm not going to.
I'm not forcing you.
Hey, but I have your finger between my hands right now. Break it. No. I'll only do that to Edna, of course. I'm just part of my DNA, to go after it. Okay, lady and gentlemen, I'm good. I'm proud. Some nice stuff, man. Really, really, I could see the work, and I think some of the individual work I did with you might have helped.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll see you next week. you know, I don't want to say brush up on your text. I think you're basically off book.
Mm-hmm.
And so next week it really gonna be one take, and that's your submission. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So get a lot of rest and stuff. And
Okay.
Thank
Well,
you.
All right,
don't-
thank
Thank
don't-
you.
Take care. Have a nice
Bye,
weekend.
Winston.
Bye.
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 Bye. Can you see my hand waving?
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah, we can see
Okay.
it.
All right.
Bye.
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 Bye.